Hey guys, what's up? It's your Rady from Rady's Rides. I'm back here at Dream Giveaway Garage, and guess what? I have one big bad mamma jamma pickup truck for you. What is it? It's this truck right here. This is a 2024 Ram 3500 HD dually, but this is no regular work truck. This is the luxury spec limited dually. But before we get into this mega size super truck, let's talk about what's going on here. Ram. They've been doing the business for decades. Originally, it was all about Dodge Ram. Go to your Dodge Ram dealer. Today, well, actually, it was in the mid-2000s, they separated Dodge and Ram, and that really made sense to me. Now, with Ram having 100% focus on trucks, what they are doing is not only building durable trucks that could do just about anything, but also when you look at this limited spec, trucks that have finishes on the interior especially, that will blow your mind. So I want to find out is if you're looking for the ultimate of the trucks that could pull a horse trailer, a car trailer, but can also take you out on a night on the town, is this Ram 3500 HD Dually Limited the way to go over the competition? Let's go ahead, let's dive in and find out. Right off the bat, the style. It's got a nice bowl, purposeful style. You'll see because this is a 2024, the older style in the headlight design, larger headlight housing, but it does fit the larger truck. LED projector beam headlights, LED daytime running lamps, and your turn signals, all nicely built in. Working your way down, you're gonna get LED fog lamps with just a little bit of flat black, no gloss black on the front really. And then as we come across the front grille, I love the way it's got the Ram script with a forward-facing camera, and then all of this is functional, even on the sides here, which gives the snout of this truck a little bit extra oomph. Now you do have a functional hood scoop, and you have your bulge, so you can put away the socks, leave those to the Chevy and the Ford guys. This has the bulge in the hood, functional hood scoop, love the style. And then as we work our way down, we have a metal front and rear bumper that's fully body color matched, and I love this metallic dark red. You do have massive, mega size, powder coated recovery tow hooks, and we have a lower center grille area here that is functional as well. Now the top grille area has active shutters that open and close to help with efficiency, but definitely a very big, bold front end of this vehicle. Now as we rise up, like I said, you got that massive bulge, and then you're gonna have some decorative flat black accents. 3500 heavy duty. I wish that these were actually they're a little bit, if you look, Steven, they're a little functional. So not this part is functional, but the rest of it is functional. So that is really nice to see. And it gives the hood some great character. And that's something that you see on all the Ram trucks, especially like the Rebel and the TRX and the RHO. Those pieces give it a lot of character. Now, as we come around the bend, we got a unique wheel setup that's specific to the dualies. This is a 17-inch wheel. I love the machined round openings. And then, of course, you have that massive lug cover with the Ram head on there. White wall tires, white raised letter tires, 17-inch wheel, 235 on the width, 80 series sidewall. And then Steven's gonna zoom on in and be able to show you your springs, your shock absorber. Down below, way within the belly of this beast, is your 2-speed transfer case and that box, steel box frame. Another thing I like about the Limited is that it's fully painted. You have these beefy fender flares that are body color matched. And like I said, this dark red, spectacular. Now, of course, underneath the hood, we gotta let everybody know we have the Cummins Turbo Diesel engine. We'll be showing you that underneath. We have these trailer spec power mirrors, flat black with your LED lighting built in. Down below, we have the Ram name in flat black, and then we have these stationary Ram spec running boards that help with getting in and out. And then up top, you are gonna have your LED lighting that's DOT required because of the sheer width of this beast. We also have 360-degree cameras and trailering cameras. I'm gonna have Steven kind of zoom back in and show you in the mirror here how you actually have a camera up top to help you when you're trailering. Very nicely done. And then there's another one down below. That's just some of the cameras. There's way more that are on this truck. Color matched on the door handles. And then as you drop back, you can see just how big this mega cab is of a truck. Just nuts. Working our way towards the rear, you'll notice, and I'll have Steven kind of swing around, that nice flared fender, your auxiliary LED lighting, more of that painted flared fender, and then of course we have 17-inch wheels on the back, that dually setup, both tires are 235 on the width, 80 series sidewall, and then Steven can show off the rear of that steel box frame. And then as we come towards the back, and you just see how flared those fenders are with your auxiliary LED lighting. And then we have, of course, our LED taillights, the limited badge in flat black. We come across, there it is, lock horns, that iconic badge from Ram, 4x4 of course, and then working our way down to ground level, you're gonna get your full tow capability. Obviously you could tow conventional and you can tow with a gooseneck trailer. That's why the truck is so low. It's so that when you're using the fifth wheel, it's easier to get that gooseneck situated rather than the truck being lifted up high. Now, deep underneath, you can see the massive differential casing. It's bigger than Steven's body. All that torque is gonna go to the rear wheels for pulling. And wait until you hear what the tow capability is of this thing. And then of course, nice soft release. We have, just to give you an idea how big this bed is, there's a step ladder. You could put that in a little Ford Maverick. But just to show you how big the bed is, we do have your tie downs, LED lighting, and on the driver's side, we do have a home power source, which is really nice. So they got you covered there, and you got enough room for your step stool. So at least one step stool, I know for sure, will fit in the back of this truck. Maybe 2, maybe 3, maybe 20. You figure that out. But why don't we go ahead, I'm gonna help you figure out what's underneath the hood. Let's go pop it and see what's powering our Ram. All right guys, we got that ginormous hood open. Underneath the hood, deep within the engine compartment, we do have that Cummins 6.7 liter turbo diesel engine. So what do we have going on? It's a turbo diesel inline 6 that produces 420 horsepower. But that's really no big deal. I mean, we've talked about trucks with way more than 420 horsepower. We have 1,075 pound-feet of torque. You could have a maximum payload capacity of 6,560 pounds, but here's the kicker. With this truck, you could tow 37,090 pounds. 37,090 pounds worth of trailering. Kind of crazy, but why don't we fire this thing up and hear what the turbo diesel sounds like. All right, guys, we are inside this 2024 Ram 3500, not 2500, 3500 HD dually limited. I know you're saying to yourself, well, Joe, that is one bad Mamma Jamma truck. It's probably got a price tag just as big as the truck. And you know what? You're right. I'd be lying if I said, hey, this is a value price truck. MSRP on this truck was about $104,000. But remember, you can win this through Dream Giveaway Garage. But let's see what Ram is bringing on this big boy truck. To the door panels. Absolutely love the styling, the leather, the stitching, the wood finish, even the way they did the decorative trim. Very, very nicely done. You do have a Twinkie Ram tray. They call that the Ram Twinkie tray in the center there. Put your Twinkies down below. You could put 4 Chipotle burritos, so really have at it. You of course have your Harman Kardon sound system with the nice metal speaker grill covers, and going from the door panel to the dash, the same thing. Soft material, the stitching, real wood finish. So be careful, if you're gonna rub your wood on this truck, you might get a splinter. Limited badge, open it up, look at all the storage, it's felt lined. So, you know, all of those little porcelain dolls that your grandmother gave you when you were growing up. You could keep them in here. They won't get scratched. Love the stitching. On the side here, you got your banana holder, so you don't have to wear your banana hammock. You could put your banana right in there. And then, of course, you have your infotainment system screen size. Nice 12.3 inch. It is that portrait style. You do have your dual climate control, which is great. And, of course, full touchscreen capability with real knobs and buttons. I like the way you could even shut the screen off if you want. That, to me, is really, really well thought out. We go home, you got all your different accessibility screens. You could go into your seat controls, heated seats, ventilated seats, heated steering wheel, the whole shabam. We could also go into our vehicle settings, bed lowering mode, so you do have air ride suspension in the back to lower the bed, and then you also have cameras. Look at this, driver blind spot. Woo! I gotta keep going. Hopefully I didn't blow out your eardrums if you're wearing earbuds. It's the diesel is getting to me. You got your surround camera. Look at all this. Very, very nicely done on the cameras. Look, there's that little step stool. I hope Steven remembers to get that out of there, because that's his favorite step stool. We could even go into trailering, trailer reverse guidance. I mean, they got you covered to make you look like a trailering champion. And then you're right back to where you started. You just go home. Go home. There we are. You got your 4x4 system, 4 high, 4 low, 2-wheel drive, trailer steering, trailer release, USBs out the yin-yang, USB-Cs and USBs, A's. You got your place where you could put a couple boxes of Tic Tacs, wireless charging, more wood finish, open the door. You got your cup holders. You got tons of storage, and here is your specific, look at this, they give you a RAM limited specific key fob. I like the way they do that with remote start. Slide this open. You got a home power source, and you got enough room in here, I would say, to put an NES and a ColecoVision game console. So if you're gonna go play with your friends and you're bringing all the games, you could keep that in there, because guess what? Up top with the leather, the limited badge, you open this up, we have a tray for your controllers, and then deep within inside here, if you have the NES, you could put at least 3 power gloves, so nobody has to fight over the power glove. I remember that. Every time my friend Billy Kavanaugh, I wonder if he's watching right now, he used to be a pain in my butt because I would go over his house to play video games with him, and he'd always want to play Mike Tyson and use the power glove, which I would have to sit there and watch him. I used to hate that. But now you can have power gloves for everybody. Seats, real leather, piping, stitching. How do I know it's leather? Because you have this leather care guide on the back. Read that real quick before I turn it back. Too bad you missed it. Full electric assist on the passenger. Full electric assist on the driver. WTF? Where's the sunroof? That is ridiculous at $104,000, but you do have a digital rear view mirror to make up for it. But why don't you come over here at the business end? I want to show you behind the wheel of this big bad 3500 HD. All right, guys, business time. Behind the wheel, you do have this really beefy aluminum sill plate with the Ram name stamped in, and then probably the nicest floor mats I've ever seen. The limited badge, you got these riveted in fancy carpet areas. That's worth an extra 5 horsepower. And then you got your full seat controls. The one thing that's missing, no massage seats. This should have massage seats at $104,000. That's a zonk. But you do, like I said, have 2 memory seat settings. Steering wheel, leather all the way around. Some of that wood finish, flat black on all the switch gear. Love the stitching. Also love the way that they put some leather and stitching on this column shifter for that automatic transmission. Nice to see that. What's weird is that it's only a manual tilting wheel. It does not extend out. Because see, look, you pull and then it just goes up and down. It actually does not come out to you. That's kind of bizarre to me a little bit. And then you have your 12.3 inch digital gauge cluster. Nice clear graphics. Really allows you to be able to see exactly what you're doing, and you could change that different ways. It's different configurable settings. I like the way they have leather on top of the gauge cluster hood here, but there's no head-up display, if you could believe that, in this big truck. But why don't we go ahead, let's get in the back seat and see where all your friends from your whole neighborhood will be able to fit in the back of this Ram 3500. All right, guys, backseat time. And I tell you right now, man, this thing, you got tons of freaking room. Plus the fact that it's just layered in leather and stitching and piping and everything else. Now the backs of the seats, full leather. They even do the decorative thing on the back of the seat. You have large pockets. You could put a couple magazines, like tow trailering today. Maybe, you know, pull them if you got a magazine. That's another popular trailer pull type of magazine that you can learn about pulling all sorts of things. Baby trailers, big trailers, even 18-wheeler trailers. So keep your magazines back there. Everybody gets some nice fresh wood, and that's nice to see. And I like the way it doesn't have a veneer on it. You have your AC controls. You have your AC vents. Only heated seats. Are you kidding me? That's a zonk. At this price point, I want vent. They have buttons here. You just don't get them. That's sad. You could fit, I would say, probably 5 atomic fireballs. You got more connectivity, USB-Cs, USB-As, home power source. And then, like I said, the leather, the materials, the softness of the seats. They even give you 2 more cup holders on the bottom. So if you're really thirsty, you could bring 2 extra cup holders. And then you have this nicely padded armrest with 2 more cup holders. So you better be freaking thirsty sitting back here, because you could put a total of 6 drinks. 2, 4, 6. But why don't we go ahead? It's about that time. If you're ready, I'm ready. Let's go on throttle in this diesel. All right, guys, we left Dream Giveaway Garage and we are in this Ram 3500 HD, and just amazing the sheer size of this. But what's surprising is it's not very hard to drive, which is nice. Now, of course, what's gonna help with maneuverability is all the great cameras that you have, plus the fact that you got lots of torque and great visibility out the front. It's one of those trucks where, yeah, you're sitting up high, but you're still not super high like some of these lifted trucks that we've been in. Getting to the infotainment system is well within reach. You got your physical knobs and switchgear for audio controls, your AC controls, and then more storage than I had in my high school locker. That's for sure. Digital gauge cluster is easy to reconfigure, and just the amount of amenities. I mean, the leather on the oh crap handle, the leather on the shifter. I mean, the leather everywhere in this thing shines through and through. Let's go on throttle real quick. You ready? On throttle, here we go. Transmission drops down and we are off. So you're not gonna win any races, but what you are gonna win is that towing victory because of how much you can tow with this truck. Super smooth. I love seeing the bulge of a hood. Your digital rearview mirror makes looking out the back such a breeze. And it's very quiet in here. I mean, you're hearing the traditional diesel chatter, which I like. I mean, that's what makes a diesel engine, you know, unique. Part of it, at least, is the sound. And then, of course, just the comfort in here. The seats are great. Mirrors have plenty of awesome real estate so that you can see what the heck is going on. And changing lanes in this thing, even though it's a big truck, very, very easy to do. Very easy. It's one of those trucks that if you have to put in the miles upon miles of towing, you're gonna be able to feel fresh as a daisy whenever you get to your destination, just because of how well thought out this interior is. But great sound deadening material, perfect clarity on the resolution of the infotainment system. It's missing a couple things. Like I said, the massage seats I would like to see. I would also like to see a head-up display. Competition has it. This should have it as well. But let's see how hard it is to make a U-turn. I'm very, very curious about this because we do have quite a bit of length here. But let's see how it goes. Wow, look at that. Look at that. I didn't even hit the curb or anything. In this mega-sized truck, That's how easy it is to drive. Let me slow down. I'm gonna come to a dead stop here. So we're at a dead stop. Are you ready? On throttle, here we go. So it takes some time for that boost to build, but once you get going, nice quick shifts from the transmission, but very, very impressive what you could tow with this turbo diesel engine. I mean, over 1,000 pound-feet of torque. That's crazy to me. That's like you could pull a house off of its foundation. But just a really, really great truck to drive. Very usable, very versatile, and definitely has that high amenity touches to it. But I'm hoping that this has been a good, quick overall review of what this truck is bringing for $104,000. We're gonna get back to Dream Giveaway Garage and wrap this one up. So I will see you in a split second. All right, guys, another crazy kind of day here at Dream Giveaway Garage. As always is, gotta thank Lori, Chris, and Ryan getting us access to this, look at this sparkly ruby red Ram 3500 HD dually with the limited trim. Let me know what you think. Is this the best of the best? Also, if you spend $25 or more, use the Rady's Rides, type Rady's Rides in the promo code. You'll get 3 times your chances of winning. I don't get paid to say that. They don't pay me when you use the code. It's just Dream Giveaways Garage, their way of thanking the Rady's Rides fans, and I want to see you win. So make it happen. Obviously, if you're new to the channel, you're on your way out, hit that subscribe button. I promise you it's worthwhile. I'll come back for more. If you are a subscriber, thank you so much for your support on this journey. Speaking of support, we can't do it without Stephen Flood working that camera like the champion that he is. He actually won a championship belt at a local videography competition. He's wearing it today, and he's got lots of people coming up and asking him questions about why he's got this big belt on. So show him some congratulations in the comment section. Thank you, Stephen, for all that you do. And just like always, guys, I'll see you on the next ride.